Well, good evening. It's Monday. It's the 6th of July and it's Bobcast 100. Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Problem with that thing is you don't know how to stop it. Do you remember when we started? We had the laughter. We had the canned laughter. And we all thought, no, we won't have that anymore. We'll stop that. And I'm quite pleased that we did. It was a long time ago, 100 Bobcasts. And I want to say thank you to you all, those of you who are my faithful followers. Well, or actually it's those of you who haven't got a life, isn't it? Those of you who just sort of get on and do it. Listen, exciting news. I've just realised that my kitchen worktop is made out of marble. You know, for years I've been taking it for granite. They're not good, are they? They are terrible. Somebody said to me today, your jokes are appalling. I said, don't worry, I've got a new job. I've started making chess sets, but I'm on nights next week. Oh, I'll never be a bishop anyway. And I'm certainly not going to do any porn stuff here at all. That would just be rook, wouldn't it? Absolutely rook. And I'm just going to stick being a king, I think. I'm not going to queen it over everybody else. So there we are. Those are my chess jokes. And I hope you're not bored because it's not black and white. But right, so a kindergarten pupil told his teacher that he had found a cat, but it was dead. How do you know the cat was dead, she asked. Because I pissed in its ear. And it didn't move, the child answered. The teacher says, you did what? In surprise, the little boy said, well, you know, I leaned over and I went psst in its ear and it didn't move. I knew it was dead. Oh, yes, someone has sent me a load of these silly jokes. And, yes, an exasperated mother whose son was always getting into mischief, finally asked him, how do you expect to get into heaven if you're so naughty? The boy said, well, I'll run in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out and keep slamming the door until St. Peter says, for heaven's sake, Dylan, come in or stay out. Yeah, not bad. Not bad, not bad at all. That's what I like to hear. So, number 100, I've been thinking what to do for number 100 because, you know, I could go back, I could tell you the amazing sweet joke, but I'm not going to. I could tell you all sorts of different things. And but what I have realised is that so much of Bobcast has been about just talking what we do. You know, talking about what we do today. I mean, I could tell you why did the can crusher quit his job? Because it's so depressing. So depressing. Oh, Coke, Coke, Coke. Would you like to tango? Or would you like to just throw in any other jokes before you go to see Dr. Pepper? I always wonder why they call it Dr. Pepper. It's a sort of strange name, isn't it? You could have called it Professor Salt, Dr. Pepper, Nurse Mustard, receptionist, well, I don't know what, vinegar? Who knows? Why do they call it Dr. Pepper? Does anyone know? If you know, give me a shout and then I could know too and I could share it with you. So, so what type of dog can jump higher than a building? Any dog, because buildings can't jump. Boom, boom. This cabbage, these carrots, these potatoes, these onions, they'll soon become me. That is such a tasty fact. I do like carrots and cabbage and onions. All mixed up together. I haven't given you a recipe for ages, actually, have I? And do you know something? I'm not going to give you one tonight. Well, I might. Would you like a recipe? I was going to teach you how to make bread, but I don't make enough dough out of that. And I was going to do it today, and then I thought, oh, I should have done it yesterday. Oh, my troubles seem so far away, but that would have taken the first slice of the time. And yes, I just could have. I'm desperately trying to do a joke on Hovis, and I can't get one in my mind just at this very moment. But But hey, there we go. Do you know, once Lily, when she was alive, she ate all my Scrabble tiles. Oh, it was awful. She kept leaving little messages all around the house. I do like a bit of Scrabble. Do you like Scrabble? I love scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs? No. That just couldn't find the right words for that, really. So, Bobcast 100. You know what is shocking is that I did have 4 days off and I was a bit late starting. And thank you to the people. You know, somebody christened this. Somebody suggested that we should always have the prayer at the end, and that's been such an important part of it. Good old St Augustine, because we do like a bit of St Augustine here, don't we? And I'm just looking around because I realise I haven't got the prayer ready, and that would never do. But we'll find it when the time comes. We usually do. Well, there we are. Lots of people have contributed, and so many people have sent me jokes. You know, there's someone who sends me these really, really good jokes, and I use them every day. How much room do fungi need to grow? As mushroom as possible. I've got a friend who thinks mushrooms are just wrong, actually. But I love mushrooms. I do like mushrooms. I like a mushroom risotto. And Delia Smith makes a really nice mushroom risotto with 3 or 4 different types of mushrooms in it, and including dried ones. And really, really nice. And you bake it in the oven, put some parmesan on it. It is fabulous. So that's near enough a recipe. You could go and Google Delia mushroom risotto, baked in the oven. Listen, I'm a bit fed up today because I wasted 4 hours in accident and emergency in the BGH, Borders General Hospital. Thank you to everybody out there. Wasted 4 hours there this morning getting a mole checked. They said apparently I should have just left it in the garden. Yeah, but there you got a mole on the end of your nose. Do you know, by the way, I don't know if you've seen the news tonight, you probably have, but a large oil company has announced it's going to start producing fuel from insect urine. I'm not sure, but I think it's BP. So anyhow, 100 Bobcasts. And I know quite a 1 or 2 people have listened to every one of them or watched every one of them. So it's a thank you to you. But do you know, I got an amazing treat today, because suddenly delivered to my house was this. And this is from somebody who watches every night. And this is the amazing Bobcast birthday cake. Do. Now then, the problem is, do I eat it from the side, or it says 6/7/2020. Sue Molyneux baked this for me. The only name check I'm going to get tonight. But Sue, thank you a million. You have no idea how chuffed I am with that. I've got a couple of pictures of it, and I'll put them up on my Facebook page afterwards. But Bobcast 100th, or 100th Bobcast. Happy 100th Bobcast. It's fabulous, you know, and something like that, you've no idea. It just made me feel absolutely as if I was going to put on 3.5 tons when I eat the whole damn lot. It's a lemon cake as well. I do like a bit of lemon cake. A bit of lemon drizzle. Oh yes, some sugar and things on top. So there's all sorts of lovely things in here. I'll give you a running commentary once I've eaten it, and just see how it goes, because there's some really, it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. So Sue Molyneux, thank you. Okay, so it's time for the Sunday morning service, and during that Sunday morning service, this minister did a children's address. So all the children were invited to come forward, and one little girl was wearing a particularly pretty dress. And as she sat down, the pastor leaned over and said, "That's a very pretty dress. Is it your Easter dress?" The little girl replied directly into the pastor's microphone, "Yes, it is. And my mum says it's a nightmare to iron." Out of the words of babes. Out of the words of babes. So when a friend of mine was 6 months pregnant with her 3rd child, her 3-year-old came rushing into the room and said, Mummy. She was just getting ready to go into the shower. And said, Mummy, why are you getting fat? And She said, remember, Mummy has a baby growing in her tummy. She said, I know, but what's growing in your bottom? That's terrible, isn't it? That's really awful. That's more of a male joke, really. It's absolutely dreadful. That's appalling. But someone sent all these to me today, so I thought, well, I better use them. But talking of that, there's some interesting facts. Did you know that the space between your eyebrows is called a glabella? A glabella, yes. I never knew that. My eyebrows could almost grow together. And it's the one thing I've been sort of trimming myself during lockdown is my eyebrows, because if not, I get a bit of that sort of Dennis Healy look, which is a bit of a shame. And you know, we've had rain, and you know, you get that wonderful smell after rain. I think there's a song about that, but I can't remember exactly what it is. The way it smells after rain is called petrichor or petrichor, Petrichor. These are really interesting facts. And if this comes up on the chase, or is your $1 million question or £1 million question on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Just could you remember where you got the information from? Here's an interesting thing. The plastic or metallic coating at the end of your shoelace, unless you're like me and always wear slip-ons, is called the aglet. The aglet, yeah. A bit like egret, isn't it? A baby eel. Is that a baby eel, an egret? It's a baby something, isn't it? But anyhow, listen, Bobcast 100. The question has to be, am I going to continue? And I've got sort of slightly mixed views on that, because I'm worrying that I'm beginning to bore you a little bit. And that's the last thing. That's the last thing I ever want you to do. By the way, have you ever tried eating a clock? It's really time consuming, especially if you go for seconds. So I'm worried that I'm maybe beginning to bore you. So I'm debating whether Bobcast should become a weekly thing, or every 3 days, or just continue every night. I'm happy to hear what you think. And I'm not looking for plaudits, I'm just looking for ideas. So maybe if you're going to say, listen, Bob, it's a complete waste of time, don't do it again, then perhaps you could just do that in a private message, as opposed to telling the world, and I'd have to defend myself. So I want to say thank you to all of you, really. I want to say thank you for this amazing cake, because it's fabulous. But I also want to say thank you for you who've made Bobcast, which was a one-off. And I just thought, oh, I'll just do one little thing for the first night. I can't remember the date of the first one. But it was just meant to be a one-off, and then it grew, and like Topsy grew and grew and grew and grew and grew. And occasionally, of course, it's been quite religious as well. Occasionally I've annoyed a few people, apparently. But that's fine. I hope I've never offended anyone. If I have offended you, I'm really sorry. That's the last thing I would ever want to do. But they are good fun. And it's interesting, isn't it? Because when you're on the telly like this, I'm used to radio. When you're on the telly like this, you've got to be careful how often you scratch your ears and go under your armpits and all that type of thing. So thank you to you. Thank you for being you, and thank you for listening. Thank you all of you who make those really lovely comments. Thank you to Sue for my cake, and all those people who either christened it Bobcast, or suggested the prayers, or suggested that we did it not mentioning meat or dairy. Whatever it happened to be, there's been some really good ideas, and I appreciate every single one of them. So take care of yourselves. Remember how special you are. Remember how much I love you. And watch thou, dear Lord, with those who wake or watch or weep tonight. And give your angels charge over those who sleep. Tend your sick ones, Lord Christ. Rest your weary ones and bless your dying ones. Soothe your suffering ones. Pity your afflicted ones. And shield all those who are shielding, but also shield your joyous ones. All for your love's sake. Amen. And that, of course, is the prayer of St. Augustine. Right, hot news coming in. A man's just been caught selling stolen twine. Police say he's been charged on a string of offences. That was Bobcast 100. Tomorrow there'll be Bobcast 101. Will there be a room for that? I ask myself. God bless you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. 3 in 1 and 1 in 3, all the same. See you then. Bye.